Hi, this is Hes with Phoenix Rising. I'm here at Hammerfest with Savage Outlaw. Can I get you all to introduce yourselves, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the demon of the microphone, Stewie Stevenson.
On the drums, John Dawson.
Guitar, Carl Carey.
Guitar, Mark Mounsey.
And the most important thing, bass, Ian Walsh.
Well, lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
Could we go back to the beginning of the band and what made you decide to form it and how did it happen?
Right, in 2009, we played in bands previously. We'd all played in the band together when we were kids, and we decided that we weren't happy with the local bands that were going out giving a name to heavy metal and rock and roll, and we thought, you know what, we're young, we're full of shit, let's go out and let's play our backsides off and let's enjoy it more than anything else. The enjoyment is what makes us who we are. So we said, right, let's get together. Savage Outlaw was born from the ashes of the original band Broken. We brought our mate JD back into the fold. And after that, we are where we are now. Here at Hammerfest 2012.
So when you were making the band, how did you come up with the name?
Well, we had one of two names. The first one was Savage Animal. We thought leather, spandex, maybe a bit too 80s. 80s hair, John can pull that. Codpiece,
Yeah.
like, weird up.
Arseless chaps.
The other one.
You know what I mean? Man of War style, come on.
The other name was the Twisted Outlaws. Because our lead single's Twisted Romeo, we thought, we might be cutting it a bit too fine here. So we took the best two parts of the names, Savage and then Outlaw. And you know what? We've run with it, we've rolled with it, and it's worked.
Working.
You know, the name Savage Outlaw, especially at home, is becoming synonymous with good time rock. You know what I mean? We're not out there to prove that we're posers. We're not flashing. We're not out there to blow kisses and wear makeup like an 80s rock band. We're out there to play good music and enjoy ourselves and to thrill the crowd. That more than anything.
Well, that certainly came over during the performance today.
Thank you.
How did you find it here performing at Hammerfest?
Great.
Brilliant. You see, we've got a venue at home, and I'm going to put big props out now on the radio to the Swinging Arm. It's our home base, it's our home away from home. The guys in there are fantastic with us, and today's gig was very much like a Swinging Arm gig. It was really intimate, it was really, the crowd were into it, the music was flowing, the sound was brilliant. We couldn't ask for anything more. You know, it's our debut at a major festival, and it means the world to us, obviously. But to play in front of a crowd that lap up everything and want to hear more, what more, as a rock band, what more can you ask for? Obviously.
So you got here through the regional heats and the Highway to Hell final at Glasgow. Were you surprised when you won?
Yeah. I mean, I'll say it now, and I hope the bands, every band, all 21 bands, apart from us, who played Highway to Hell, hear this. We were up against the best competition that the UK unsigned music scene had to offer. Big shout out to our friends in Hell to Pay from Manchester. You've got the guys here tonight from Inferno, Spiritus. You've got the girls from the Amorettes who played Hard Rock Hell in December.
Truck of
Diablo, man. Curb Grinder,
It just goes on and on.
The list goes on and on. We were up against the UK's top talents, and we went through. I don't know how the hell we went through. How? I'd love to know how we went through. But we went through against all odds, and as a band that's only been together since 2009, you know, a lot of these bands have been together for years, and they're scratching to get to the top. And for us to go through and play today, play a fantastic set in front of nothing more than a fantastic crowd, is just all we could ask for.
In Glasgow, it was just the bands in Glasgow. We were the last on, and we were watching everyone. And as it went on and on, in the back of your head, you're like, please put an awful band on, please put an awful band on.
Yeah.
And every band, it was getting better and better and better.
And I think I'm shit, they're waiting for the awful band for the last one, innit?
When we went on, it was basically, I think that helped us, it lifted us and made us push it home a bit. But
we had no other choice when we went on as the last band. I know a couple of bands at Highway to Hell couldn't make it or were unavailable for certain reasons, whatever the score was. We went on as that last band, and you've seen so many great bands over a weekend. The pinnacle, you expect the last band to deliver, and we were stood backstage going, Shit. Are we going to deliver? And we went on, and I mean, you know, one of the songs that we never really push, Bad Woman, as a single or a lead song, and we're singing away. I'm singing away. The guys are playing their asses off, and the crowd are going, Bad Woman. We never told them to sing. They just picked it up on the night and run with it. And again tonight, everyone's bouncing about, loving it. What more? As musicians, unsigned musicians, we do this for the love of the music. We do this for the love of the thrill, and we do this to entertain people. What more can you ask for?
So this is an extra special weekend for you, as well as Hammerfest. You're releasing your first album.
Yeah, it's
Life of Sin.
Incredible. So, yeah.
What can you tell me about it?
Well, the album's made up of songs that have been. I mean, the first track on the album is Addiction, the opener. Right, Addiction, the opening track was the first song we wrote. Now, we'll admit it now, live on air. We wanted to try and basically follow one of our idols' album set lists, i.e. Metallica. You get your heavy numbers in, and then the fourth song in's your ballad, it's your softer number, and then you pick it up again from there, you know, a la Black Album. Yeah. But every song on there it's not just mindless lyrics set to a beat, it's heartfelt lyrics with music created by passionate musicians who love what they do. We're not bothered about going out and making tons of money. We're bothered about going out and showing people that we're good songwriters and that we deserve to be up there with the guys who go out to the academies, who go out to the big arenas, and that's what we want to do. You know, we want to be the next band who can go out and say, yeah, they took influence off Shinedown, Blackstone Cherry, Theory of a Dead Man, Puddle and Mud. Hell, we could even go further back and say, you know, let's say 20 years down the line, if a band turns around and says, hey, those guys have got a bit of Metallica in them, we've done our job. We've entertained and we've been referenced to our idols, and that's what matters.
I think with the album, it brings out all influences, like the whole band as a whole got very eclectic taste, from Springsteen, Queen, Motorhead, The Cult, Guns N' Roses. Apparently Carl likes JLS as well. And it all shows on the album, and you know, there's no better feeling that I've ever known than going out on stage and having people, especially if it's the first time, like today or Glasgow, first time, and they're singing your songs, they're dead into it and they love it. There's nothing compares. And like we could name a list as long as your arm of influences. Yeah. And there's a lot of good bands out there, like, you know, Blackstone Cherry is, in terms of our sound, that's pretty much where we are. But you know, Bruce Springsteen, massive influence to a lot of the band, and just everyone. You know, there's very few rock bands we don't like, and it's just great when you're playing live on stage and you've got people who look like they're going to be into the heaviest of heaviest singing along, and people who look like they're not really into rock music singing along. It's a nice mix with rock going.
We can kind of, when we formed the sound that we play now, and it was, you could almost say we took the middle ground, but we didn't do it deliberately. The sound that we play, it's not for commercial reasons, it's simply what we enjoy, and thankfully, touch wood, it's working. You know, we play with the real big thrash guys and all the doom metal guys, and their fans appreciate a little bit of light-hearted rock and roll. And then we play with the indie guys and the guys who are nowhere near our style of heaviness, and their guys, it's a guilty pleasure thing. And you know, yeah, it's a guilty pleasure, but we thrive off that because we know that we can get on a stage and after 2 or 3 songs we can have people up and bouncing. If they want to be entertained, we will entertain them as best as we can.
I thought you were going into Robbie Williams.
Sorry.
Later this year, I know you're performing at the Out of the Ashes Festival. We'll be there doing coverage of that.
Another interview.
Yeah, another interview.
Superb.
What else have you got planned for 2012?
Well, obviously we've got a lot of local gigs at home planned. We're going to start writing more material after this. Obviously the album's released now or tomorrow, so we get the first batch of original material out, following which we'll get back in the studio, put our heads together. Obviously we're onto a winning formula insofar as we released a 2-track demo which was greatly received, so we're hoping the album takes the same kind of bite with the audience. And if that is the case, you don't change your winning formula. We'll keep writing in that same vein, you know, the vein of these southern rock bands Yeah, we're from England. None of us have ever been to Texas, but
The English always do it.
the English always do it best. You know what I mean?
It's a Scunthorpe.
But on the same token, we're not going to change a winning formula. We hope to write more music that entertains the fans and that brings us accolades that really do matter, i.e., we've had guys say to us at gigs, you remind me of Blackstone Cherry. What bigger achievement can you have than someone saying, you remind me of your idols? You know what I mean? It's the perfect compliment after a long, sweaty gig. And I'll be dead honest with you, I sweat like a bitch on stage. It's a sweaty gig. I can't knock it.
I feel you, man.
We'll keep doing
I get it as well.
Oh yeah, behind the kit. Demon on the drums, John Dawson, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll keep doing what we do and just see where it pushes us, where we end up at the end. We've got Out of the Ashes in the 1st of June, which will be great. It's local charity, and it's just what you want. And then, after that, hopefully, upwards and onwards, and just keep doing what we love doing. Writing the music we personally all love. As I say, it's an eclectic taste of music that seems to come together on the level that we're on. And, we're all, 2 of us are getting married this year, hopefully. That'll all go off without a hitch, and then we're all going to download in June, so we'll all be getting leathered there, and you never know what'll happen in the next few months.
Can I just say, ladies and gentlemen, when you see this interview, Savage Outlaw, we're on Facebook, facebook.com/Savage Outlaw. Our main man, Mr. Mark Mounds, gets married on the 14th of April. Our beast on the bass, Mr. Ian Walsh, gets married in September. Get your comments in, wish them all the best. They've been trying for this for a long time. Their girlfriends have finally succumbed to pressure. They're getting married. It's about time, ladies and gentlemen. But, on a serious note, today has meant the world to us, the absolute world. We can now say, in a stretched version, we've played the same bill as Anthrax and Skindred. We've played the same bill as Paradise Lost and Chimera. And at 24 years of age, 25 for some of the guys, JD, 29. Yeah! It's a big thing, and we hope that this festival provides more doors that we can walk through, more avenues that we can follow, where we just want to get our music out to the people. We just want to be loved. To quote Bon Jovi. Sorry.
That's worse than the Robbie Williams.
I'll get sacked for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you might find a new lead vocalist on Savage Outlaw by Sunday morning.
Last time you drink before an interview.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Right, well, coming to the end of the interview, but certainly not the end of the night. There's a lot of bands on. Are there anyone you're looking forward to seeing tonight?
Anthrax!
Oh yeah! As well. Chimera and
Paradise Lost. Avil as well. I mean, to be honest with you, me and Carl stood outside earlier having just a quiet chat, and we looked into a tour bus, and there's a drummer from Anthrax playing patterns on his knees, and the pair of us are like that, just going, what the, oh my god. We were just waiting for Joey Ben O'Donnell and Scott Ian to poke his head out the window. But no, definitely the main event tonight, Anthrax, one of the big 4. A big influence when it comes down to the headbanging music, you know what I mean? Caught in a Mosh, Madhouse, just to name 2 absolutely phenomenal songs by this band.
With a bit obviously, you got your Anthraxes and Chimeras tonight, but a big shout out to the likes of Curb Grinder, Trucker Diablo, Spiritus,
Technician guys who behind the scenes.
We've already watched them, and it's just top to bottom, fantastic.
All over great.
And obviously Skindred tomorrow. That'll probably be the last of the action, and then it'll be. And
I want to gig with the Hammerfest because I fancy the arse off the bass player.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, good night.
Right, we'll make sure we watch the interview, then we'll send them a copy.
I don't want any dodgy messages. Sorry.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
Until Out of the Ashes, ladies and gentlemen, we are Savage Outlaw, and we play rock and fucking roll, baby. Hey.